Good morning, everybody. In last class, I have discussed regarding a very important parameter, that is the compending. Okay, and today I will discuss the compressor characteristics. Okay, compressor characteristics, and that is defined as in terms of mu law compending and second law compending. Okay, compressor characteristics, and that is derived in terms of mu law compending, that is a particular law that is also known as the mu law, and another one is the law compending. Okay, and actually we know I have also discussed in last class the use of non-uniform quantizer. The use of non-uniform quantizer is equivalent to passing the baseband signal through a compressor and then applying the compressed signal to a uniform quantizer. Okay, in last class I clearly discussed regarding this definition, this clarification actually. That is, the non-uniform quantization means it is nothing but the equivalent to pass the baseband or message signal through a compressor and then applying that compressed signal to a uniform quantizer. Okay. Now, a particular form of compression law that is used in practice is the so-called mu law, which is defined as mu law is defined as modulus of V equal to log 1 plus mu into mod m divided by log of 1 plus mu. That is the mu law. Okay, that is the mu law. That is very important. That is the modulus of V, not the simple V. That is the modulus of V, and this one is also modulus value of m. Okay, where m and V are the normalized input and output voltage, and mu is a positive constant. It is very clear. M and V are the input and output voltage, and mu is a positive constant. Mu is a positive constant. Okay, from figure 1 it is also clear. It is not clear actually, the picture is very hazy. Okay, that is the normalized output, that is V, and that is the normalized input, that is the modulus of m. Here m and V are the normalized input and output voltage, and mu is the value of the mu is a positive constant. Okay, here the case of the uniform quantizer, what will be happen whenever the uniform quantizer is concerned, the quantization corresponds to mu equal to 0. Okay, it is very clear. Mu equal to 0 means uniform quantization. Uniform quantization means we know the step size remain constant throughout the input level. Okay, and here the value of mu equal to 0 is correspond to uniform quantization process. Okay, and what will be happen for a given value of mu? Okay, for a given value of mu, the reciprocal slope of the compression curve, which defines the quantum step, is given by the determination of modulus value of m with respect to V. Okay, there is a derivative of, okay, which defines the quantum steps is given by the derivative of modulus of m with respect to modulus of V, and that is d of modulus of m by d of modulus of V equal to logarithm function of 1 by mu into 1 plus mu modulus of m. And this, you just omit this straight line. Okay, this vertical straight line. Okay, it is unfortunately here one vertical line is placed, but you can just avoid this line. Okay, that is log of 1 plus mu by mu into 1 plus mu of mod m. Okay, that is the derivative of modulus of m with respect to modulus value of V, and that is defined as log of 1 plus mu by mu into 1 plus mu of modulus of m. Okay, that is the figure 1, and here mu equal to 1 is representing the uniform quantization. Okay, mu equal to 1, and that is almost linear. And here if we increase the value of mu, that is like that, parabolic. Okay, almost. Okay, and mu equal to 100. Okay, that means it deviates from the zero levels. Okay, if we increase the value of mu, and that is the definition of LO. And if you consider the LO, sorry, this one is the actually mu law. Okay, this one is the mu law. And second, we will discuss the basic application of the LO. And we know both are the compressor characteristics as far as compending is concerned. And from this equation, from this definition, we can say that the mu law is neither strictly linear not strictly logarithmic. From this figure we can say the mu law is neither strictly linear nor strictly logarithmic, but it is appropriately linear at low input levels. At low input levels it is almost linear. Okay, correspond to mu of mod m, mu of mod m very less than equal to 1. Okay, and approximately logarithmic at high input levels corresponding to mu of mod m very greater than 1. It is very important. It is very important. It is linear at very low level input. Okay, that is the mu of mod m very less than 1, and approximately logarithmic at the high input level, that is mu of mod m very greater than 1. Okay, that is the logarithmic when the mu of mod m value is very greater than 1, and at low level, that is the mu of mod m very less than 1, it is almost linear. Okay, that is that lower level, lower input levels. Okay, and that is all about the mu law. And another important law, that is LO, and that is used in practice, and that is defined as modulus of V equal to A into mod m by 1 plus log A, and the condition is like that: 0 less than equal to modulus of m less than equal to 1 by A, and 1 plus A into modulus of m when the condition is 1 by A less than equal to modulus of m less than equal to 1. That is the definition. That is defined. How it is? That is the definition. Okay, that is the definition of LO compending. And this one is the definition of mu law compending. Okay, the LO compending is defined as modulus of V equal to A into modulus of m by 1 plus log A when 0 less than equal to modulus of m less than equal to 1 by A, and 1 plus A into 1 plus A into modulus of m when 1 by A less than equal to modulus of m less than equal to 1. Okay, and I think there is some fault in case 2. 1 plus modulus of m, 1 plus A into modulus of m, 1 plus divided by, it should be divided by 1 plus log A. Something is actually mistake over here. Okay, something mistake is there. Okay, and I will clarify it in next class. Okay, here something is mistake. Something mistake means this condition. Okay, that should be 1 plus log A by modulus of m divided by 1 plus log A. Okay, and condition is just correct. 1 by A less than equal to modulus of m less than equal to 1. Okay, now what will be happen where A is a variable over here? Here A is nothing but a variable. Okay, and the nature of the curve, is it coming or not? Okay, here a value of A equal to 1, here A equal to 2, and A equal to 100. Okay, and the condition is like the same. That is the normalized normalized input value of m and the normalized output value of v. Okay, that's are applicable in this case also. And what is the case of the uniform quantizer correspond to a equal to 1. Here a equal to 1 means uniform quantizer, which is actually just mu equal to 0 in case of uniform quantizer in case of the mu law. Here a equal to 1 correspond to uniform quantization process. Now the reciprocal slope of the compression curve is given by the derivative of modulus of m with respect to modulus of v. Okay, here this case was happened. Yes, case is something different. Here the reciprocal slope of the corresponding of the compression curve is given by the derivative of modulus of m with respect to modulus of v. The same thing, modulus of m with respect to modulus of v. Here the same thing. Now what will be the outcomes? That is the 1 plus log a by a. Condition is like that: 0 less than equal to modulus of m less than equal to 1 by a, and 1 plus a into modulus of m when 1 by a less than equal to modulus of m less than equal to 1. And here I think this one is the correct, but here something deviation take place. In the next class I will just clarify the actually LO definition of the LO. Here something wrong. Okay, here it should be 1 plus log a by modulus of m divided by 1 plus log a. Okay, here this portion is the wrong. Okay, actually I am not careful about this thing. I just just cross things over this condition and this condition. Okay, and I will clarify it in the next class. Okay, just you remember there is the two compression characteristics, and that is represented in terms of the mu law compounding and the LO compounding. And the mu law is defined by modulus of v equal to this one, and the derivative of modulus of m by derivative of v is representing this format. And here mu equal to 0 is representing the uniform quantization, and if we increase the value of the mu, the nature of the curve will be like that. And in case of the LO, the modulus of v equal to this one, condition is 0 less than equal to modulus of m less than equal to 1 by a, and this one is the wrong, and this should be 1 plus log a into modulus of m by 1 plus log a. Condition is 1 by a less than equal to modulus of m less than equal to 1. And in this case, when the value of a equal to 1, then it will represent the uniform quantization, and where a is a variable. Okay, and the derivative of here, the derivative of modulus of m with respect to modulus of v is like that. That is the 1 plus modulus of a by a. Condition is this one, and 1 plus a into modulus of m when condition 1 by a less than equal to modulus of m less than 1. And this tool is very important. That is the compression characteristics of compounding. That is the mu law and LO. Here mu law is completely correct, but LO, this condition is wrong, and it should be 1 plus log a into mod m by 1 plus log a by 1 plus log a. You just remember it. Here 1 plus log a into modulus of m divided by 1 plus log a. Okay, again I am telling 1 plus log a into modulus of m divided by 1 plus log a. Condition is same. Okay, okay, that is all about the compression characteristics, which is defined by mu law and LO, and the definition of the mu law of this one and the LO, this one, and this one is the corresponding curve, which is representing mu equal to 0, the uniform quantization, and here a equal to 1 is the uniform quantization. And in the first case, when the mu m, in the first case, okay, when the mu m is very less than 1, what will be happen? It is almost linear and approximately logarithmic when the input value corresponding to mu m very greater than 1. That is, you have to remember. Okay. Okay, thank you. If there is any query, then online classes will be take place, you can ask over there. Okay.